Hey guys, we're back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, and it is time to do another lodge tour. Today we're going to be having a look at my very best trophies, and this morning I spawned my second Great One Fallow. I am going to shoot him this afternoon, so you will see him at the end of today's video. I definitely will include that as well. Now let me know in the comments what your absolute best trophy has been in Call of the Wild, and we're going to head straight into it. And we're going to keep up the pace. We are going to go through this very quickly. So this is my very first male albino lion. I spawned him back in April. This grind only took 250 kills. Now he's just a level 5 silver, so at some point I will want to go and redo that grind for a bigger one, but they all look the same in the lodge, and I think he looks pretty darn sweet. Now I do have a pretty sweet collection of muleys. We have 4 diamonds in here. This is probably my favorite rack. He's a 324. It's funny, this guy's max weight, and I don't like his rack nearly as much. That guy's pretty much the same. He's another max weighter. This one is smaller, and I really like this rack better as well, but the mule deer are awesome. I also have both piebald variations of muley. This is a patchy piebald, and this is what we call a sneaky piebald. And then I have a level 4 albino. I actually had no idea he was albino when I shot him. He was standing in a tree. That was pretty shocking. I have a really nice dilute. Now I will admit, dilute was not rare when I shot him, so I would like to find another big one because that one is just not legit to me. Okay, this is one of my very favorite multi-mounts. So in here we have an albino gold cape, we have a blonde level 7 gold lion, and 2 common females. So at some point I am going to have to grind for female albino lions or rares and upgrade this multi-mount, but this is definitely one of my favorites. And that guy is just a diamond lion. Now over here I have alternated rare kitty cats, mountain lions on the wall. So that's a pretty sweet one. That is a melanistic gold. I can't remember what level he was, 36.2. And then we have albino, another gold mela. Geez, I'm doing all right with the melas, and the albinos seem to all be silver. Now, mountain lions are definitely one of the most common diamonds in the game, so if you're looking for your first diamond, I would highly recommend hunting mountain lions in Silver Ridge Peaks. They drink from 0 to 3. Now, this is a piebald Rocky Mountain elk. This is my elk room. I absolutely love Rocky Mountain elk. I would love to see a Great One Rocky Mountain elk in the game at some point. I mean, look at their antlers now. Can you imagine what a great one would look like? It would be pretty insane. So these guys up here are all under 500, I believe. 496, 495, and 495. So this is my big boy. That's the biggest, and he does break 500 at 500.6. Now this guy right here is a gold albino plains bison, 162.8. Yeah, they look pretty great. And they are now true rack. Now, wildebeest are another diamond that are probably the easiest diamond to get in the game. If you guys hunt every level 4 and 5, of course, wildebeest in Savannah on your map, you shoot everyone that goes up to 290 kilograms, there is a very good chance that you will find a diamond wildebeest. Now, this is my diamond albino brown bear from the MEDVED missions. Everyone can go and do this in the missions. I believe it is mission number 32, so it will take you a few hours to get, but there is a super rare in the missions for everyone to go for. Now up here, that's another albino cape. I do have a female albino wildebeest. They are so cool. Now this is probably the biggest cape I have ever shot. I actually took this guy down with the recurve, and he was max weight, 162. Look at the insane horns on him, and him being a brown is just a bonus. Now that's not rare, just very cool to look at. Now this is my pronghorn corner. This is a leucistic. I have a few diamonds here. This guy's a piebald. Now this is actually a gold albino pronghorn, so that is a pretty sweet trophy, and I have another albino silver in the back there, and that's another monstrous cape. But this guy is still bigger. Now over here, if you can believe it, these 2 mountain goats, look at the times. This guy was shot on March 24th at 17:12, and this guy was shot on March 24th at 17:13. They were shot 1 minute apart because they were in the same zone. I could not believe my eyes. That actually happened live. Turkeys, I have quite a few diamond turkeys. They haven't been the hardest diamonds, so I would definitely put those up with the easiest, but they are tougher now that they don't drink in Silver Ridge Peaks. Now, funny enough, I do have several diamond gemsbok, but they are all female. I do have 2 males on Xbox, so we're definitely gonna have to hunt for a male diamond gemsbok, but they are definitely one of the hardest diamonds to get in the game because they troll 99% of the time. At least it sure does feel like it. Now, this room is definitely new. This is my fallow lodge. I do have more than just fallow in here, but this is where I have been trying to fit my fallow trophies. I literally have nowhere to put them except for in the Spring Creek Manor lodges, and I don't love that lodge. I really prefer the Sayeska lodge. This is a multi-mount of piebald fallow, and the biggest is a gold at 200. I have many multi-mounts with diamond fallow, seeing as I have now shot close to 3,000 of them, and today we're gonna shoot that Great One Fallow number 2, and I am pretty darn pumped. We have a few diamond feral pigs, many turkeys, oh my gosh. Now, I did do the moose grind for a very long time. I have shot thousands of moose, and I am putting my extra moose in this lodge because my moose lodge is absolutely full. I don't have one more spot, and I actually might stop taxiing moose. It's that insane. Now, sadly, we did spawn the Great One Fallow in only 550 kills. I took a shot with the 243 pistol. It didn't seem to land where I aimed, but whether it was my fault or the game's, it really doesn't matter. He turned out to be a gold. So today we get redemption, and at the end of the video, there will definitely be a new Great One Fallow in the lodge, and I will show him in today's video. I haven't shot him yet. So here I have a level 3 albino fallow. That's the biggest. I also spawned a level 2. Sadly, I didn't even taxi him. I should have. I was just a little annoyed. I shoot a few 2s to take care of solos and they give me an albino. That's just mean. This is a sweet trophy. This is an albino Roosevelt elk, Diamond Rosie. Over here we have a couple of egg white gray wolves and another albino plains bison. 2 diamond grizzlies. This is a pretty sweet multi-mount. Very sweet. And I absolutely love piebald roe deer. They are so beautiful, and this multi-mount's pretty cool. We have a tiny one, a medium one, and a big one, a gold at 67.4, and he is a pretty nice one. And this is a super troll. Kind of breaks my heart. He is still a pretty crazy rare. This is a level 5 leucistic reindeer. I actually shot this on my very first YouTube stream ever, and that was on November the 2nd, 2020. Stinking super trolls. And I do have a diamond magpie, so that is very sweet. He comes from our brand new map, Emerald Coast in Australia. So that is a Mela fallow. That's from before we started the grind, and they look very different from how they used to since the last update, but they look pretty awesome. And I have not spawned a single Mela yet, and I am 3,000 kills in. Okay, so now we are in the red deer lodge, and just about everything in this lodge is a red deer. Now, I actually have not shot red deer in over a year. We're definitely going to go back to red deer at some point because I would like to upgrade my rares, but at this point I have spawned 6 red deer great ones, so I don't feel a need to grind for great ones per se, but the rares definitely could be upgraded because sadly I did shoot this beauty with the 300 in the dark. They used to drink in the dark, now they drink during the day, so it's so much better. He's still absolutely stunning, but I would like to turn him into a gold, and maybe we could even spawn an even bigger one. But to date, I believe I have spawned 5 Mela red deer. This is actually a big racked red deer troll, 250.7, just under diamond. So when you see this rack, it is not guaranteed that it will score diamond. Now this is my nicest albino. I didn't actually get him during the grind. I got him on opening day for AWAROA, and I had no idea he was albino. I just shot the biggest one in the dark, and when I went to go pick him up, I noticed that he was white. I get pretty lucky with shooting rares blind. It happens to me quite a lot. So these are all the red deer great ones. The first one didn't go so well, so we spawned 5 more. We just kept shooting red deer, and luckily this is the last one, which spawned on June the 7th a year ago. He is the biggest. Otherwise, the botched one would have been. So I feel like we overcame. Things don't always go perfect in life, and they don't go perfect in the game either, and all you can do is just keep shooting and overcome, and that's what we did. This guy is actually a mythical melanistic brown bear. Again, they drink at night, so I shot an outline, had no idea he was Mela until I picked him up. Seems to be a theme with me, doesn't it? Now I have to show you my favorite room in here, which is my rares room. Now I can't fit the Melas in here, but we have almost exclusively piebalds in here, all the way from level 4, before I was using herd management, all the way up to a 9 legendary. Now, once again, it is a super troll. It was a guaranteed troll. Let me show you him right here. This was the guaranteed troll, 239.2 piebald 9 legendary red deer. He is in a video if you would like to see that, and I do have several mythicals and level 7 piebalds, but red deer rares are absolutely stunning, and the bigger the better. I just love the red deer racks, and they definitely definitely made them look way better with the last update. What a stunner. Now, unfortunately, in 9,300 kills, I only spawned 2 albinos. They are both level 6 silvers, so we definitely need to shoot more red deer because we need a much bigger albino. That is for sure. Now in here I have a few trophies from Mississippi. This guy is a melanistic gator. They are super cool. I can't wait to find a melanistic croc. I'm definitely going to be hunting for those. These are all piebalds and they look pretty amazing. I just wish I had more room to show the entire trophy. EW, could we please have some more lodges? That would be so amazing. If you're with me, let me know in the comments. Would you like to see more lodges added to Call of the Wild? How about customizable lodges? That would be insane. And that's an eastern cottontail rabbit. We have some whitetail in here. Now this is my whitetail lodge, and just about everything in this lodge is a whitetail. Since doing the grind in Revontuli Coast with herd management, I have been able to get the most insane beautiful rares. This is a multi-mount of 3 gold melanistic fallow, the biggest being 226.8, which is a pretty sweet rare. And this one, all of these are golds. And the reason this is so significant is because when I did my very first whitetail grind back in Rancho, I managed to spawn 37 rares that were all silver before I got a single gold. So the fact that we are now spawning so many beautiful gold rares is pretty awesome. This is one of my biggest whitetails ever, 274.4. My biggest is 275.53, but sadly I shot him on the beta, so he is not in the lodge because we do not get to keep our trophies. And here we have 3 gold piebalds. I tell ya, that Revontuli grind is pretty amazing. And there was a time I never thought I'd have a single whitetail Great One, and now I actually do have a multi-mount of Great One Whitetail. Unfortunately, 2 of them have the exact same rack. That's RNG for you. But this guy in the middle is my favorite. I absolutely love his rack. He is just a 345.6, but that rack is insane. I absolutely love it. Now, I don't actually know how many diamond whitetail are in here. Quite a few, and these ones date all the way back to 2021, almost 2 years ago. We've been shooting whitetail for a very, very long time. Now, this guy is pretty cool. This is a level 1 minimum weight fallow deer. He scored 63.8, and he definitely deserved a spot in the lodge. And he is with a couple more piebalds. The piebalds are definitely not as hard to spawn as the other rare fallow. So now we are in my moose lodge, and to date I have 4 Great One moose. This was the first one to spawn. He spawned back in December. I actually didn't shoot him till January, and then this guy spawned the night before we were supposed to shoot the first Great One moose, so these were shot one night after the next. I have so many diamond moose that I can't even keep them all in one lodge, but this is my absolute favorite Great One ever. This is a fabled birch with the typical rack. I wasn't even trying to spawn a Great One moose. I was literally trying to do a grind in New England and they wouldn't respawn, so I came back to Medved to shoot moose, so I had something to shoot on stream, and this guy showed up. I was utterly shocked, and he is absolutely stunning. And then this guy came in only 500 kills. He is a fabled Ashen with another spider rack, and those are my 2 favorite moose furs. I do want all of the furs and all of the racks, so we are definitely going to be going back to moose because I do want more moose Great Ones. And this is my one and only black bear Great One. He spawned in only 850 kills in Silver Ridge Peaks last summer, and he is pretty cool. And here he is. Oh my gosh, this is a Great One Fallow with the Irish elk rack with the silver fur. I can't believe how lucky I am. That is my absolute favorite Great One Fallow combo, and that is what spawned for Great One Fallow number 2. There he is, 271.9. Oh my gosh, I am absolutely in love with him. He is stunning. And then there's this gigantic albino fallow that spawned right after the Great One, 239.5. That is it for my lodge tour. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, hit that like button, and we will definitely see you guys in the next one.